All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun said he kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the memberships is right down in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, run down on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, and certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood just for the brothers. I want you to get over there, check out that curriculum designed just for the kings. Also comes with the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet once a week, where we discuss powerful and important information pertinent to our growth and development. Get over there. It's an amazing course. That's right. To the family out there, ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. Got something for your family. I know you're going to like it and love it. Check it out. Check out that catalog. Get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. Over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subject that you know and love from the general old Mecca voyages of the Nile, when Egypt ruled the earth, Nubia, mother of ancient Egypt, black economics education. We talking about military cosmology, geography, when the black woman is God, the making of the white man, too raw for you too, and so much more. Get over there, check it out, family. Not another website that could compare, compete. Become a member today. Everybody know the General popping on Patreon. The popping is page on Patreon. The link right there in the chat is pinned in there. Man, we got that fire over there. By far, undisputed heavyweight champion of Patreon. Get over there and get that work. We got some work we got up there right now. We got some dropping tonight. We got some dropping tomorrow. This is advanced wisdom for you. You understand? With mind-blowing, earth-shaking information. Get over there and check it out, family. And to all those that donated to the General, all the family, I thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. Those would like to donate, the link is right there. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channel, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Okay. Now, when we look at, and see, this is how we know what it is. We know what it is. You know, when we talk about old Peon, Peyton Manning, who came into the league, he was going, you know, they say he was going to go number one pick. He going to go number one pick. But he had already decided, because San Diego, the Chargers, had the number one pick, that his father had already decided that he wasn't going to play for San Diego. You see? Yeah, these motherfuckers, they big nut motherfuckers. You feel me? They already telling you who they gonna play for, who they ain't gonna play for. You know, and that's what Deion did. He say, who is, you know, they not about to send my son just to know anywhere. Fuck his career up. You know, get over there. They don't protect him. They don't, because they'll do that. They won't give you nothing. They won't have you on the team, ain't worth shit. Won't nobody block for you. And then when your career is all fucked up, they're going to say you're a bust. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your career up. And so, you know, Peon Manning, Peyton Manning, father say he wasn't going to San Diego. You feel what I'm saying? And but they, and that's how it went. And so even though they did, they ended up picking his ass because they was gonna pawn him off, for some players and shit. They gonna get their worth, but he had vocally said that he wasn't gonna play for him. He didn't want to play for him. And so that's crazy and shit. So here it is. Deion Sanders then did the same, and that's what he was supposed to do. They say, and I got the video where we're going to talk about it, where his father had called up another quarterback's father, and they didn't do shit for him. I think he was probably a pick before Manning, and they didn't do shit for him, and his fucking career was like a bus. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give him no help. They didn't give him nobody to catch the ball. You ain't got if you're a quarterback and you ain't got nobody blocking for you, you ain't got nobody catch the ball, motherfucker, they'll destroy your goddamn career. They'll destroy your goddamn career. And so, Peyton Manning's father, clearly said that, he wasn't going over to no damn San Diego Chargers. But it didn't, but they didn't punish him like that. He went over, he ended up going to New York. You see what I'm saying? Which is a big franchise. You feel what I'm saying? He got what he wanted. He went to a bigger franchise that was going to put some money behind their team. And he ended up getting 2 goddamn Super Bowls over there. And that's how you can't let them motherfuckers, because they'll fuck your team. They'll fuck your career up. If you just go somewhere where goddamn and your value go down. You know what I'm saying? And it might not have nothing to do with you. It might not have shit to do with you, but the fact that, now if you a runner, because Barry Sanders was in goddamn Detroit for damn near I don't know how many, 10 goddamn 12 years, 10 years. And they didn't give him no line until the last, for damn near 75% of the goddamn years he was there, he didn't have no line. Finally, they started giving him a line and shit, but shit, if you can run the ball, Barry would make up his own goddamn, his yards, he could get his own fucking yard, but you can't do that as no goddamn, and a lot of running backs can't do that. Barry Sanders was just an extraordinary motherfucker, 1 out of 1,000,000 that can do that. Even if you ain't got no line, even most motherfucking goddamn running backs can't do that, So you need a goddamn team, and if you go to a team you ain't got no line and you ain't got no receivers, man, you motherfucker, you in trouble. They'll fuck your stats up. They'll devalue your ass. And so that's what, these two, that's what a father, if you got any goddamn sense about, the career of your sons and your daughters, if no matter what athletic, sport they may be in, you're going to be concerned about where they go, who they play and shit, and this, that, and the third. That got to be your concern if you want them to have longevity. But let's check out this video where they talking about Peon Manning and how his father intervened, which father should, on where his son should go. Check this out, family.
Eli Manning knew he was going to be the #1 overall pick. The problem was he didn't want to play for the team that held said pick, the San Diego Chargers.
Why don't you want to play for the Chargers?
We're not really giving details right now. We've made our decision, and that's what we're sticking to.
During his career, Manning never addressed why he refused to play for the team. In 2013, when asked by the media the reason he didn't want to go to San Diego, he said, quote, "I forgot." But now that his career's over, we've learned a lot more about Eli's refusal to go to the Chargers, including a secret phone call his father made that solidified his decision not to play there. Rookie quarterbacks really have no leverage when it comes to which team.
See right there, they saying his father made the call. You see, his father, and so yeah, and so again, you hear right there where they say usually, a freshman quarterback, he don't got no motherfucking, he don't have no, decision as to where he go. He don't have no input whatsoever. You go where the fuck they send you, wherever the motherfucking team that pick you. That's how that's how they do that. That's why they had that little lottery and shit, and whoever get the motherfucking first pick, the second pick, that's like a system amongst them, and they stick to it. They stick to it. And so, for this motherfucker Peon Peyton Manning to come in and got that type of power where he could dictate, well, I'm not going over here. You see? Now you talk about arrogance, but see, that's a white man. That's different. They like, yeah, but it's another white man. They like, yeah, it's a power move, but they figuring like, y'all need, they figuring, oh, he gonna be a championship quarterback, or at the minimum, he gonna be dynamic enough to fill these motherfucking seats up. People gonna want to come out, and a lot of times, that's just like, again, I talk about Detroit. When Barry Sanders was running the ball, man, he was filling up the motherfucking seats like a Super Bowl team. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the goddamn Ford Field stayed sold out. When Barry Sanders was running, man, look here. The fucking Ford Field stayed sold out. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking day, no Sunday, when Barry Sanders was running, that every motherfucking seat in the house didn't have ass in it. You feel what I'm saying? Every seat in the house. That's how it's gonna be. So if they got at the minimum, if they got a motherfucker player that's gonna fill the seats up, they're going to sign him. They're going to sign him off of GP. He's dynamic enough. He's dynamic enough to fill these seats up, and so they going to sign him. And so here it is. This guy, he controlled where no other goddamn quarterback, did no shit like that. But they didn't punish him. They didn't punish his daddy. But here Deion doing the same thing. Same day parlay. Listen here, nigga. If you don't get see, we over here discussing. See, here you come with some bullshit. Same day parlay, nigga, you bring it up, nigga. Man, listen here, don't bring no more bombs, and you a bum. You promoting bomb shit, nigga. You had your time. You know what I'm saying? Same day parlay, you a bum. The only nigga that'll promote a bomb is a bum. You a bigger bum, nigga. Get your ass on up out of here. You motherfuckers always want to have a rematch. Nigga, you had your chance. Yeah, now you want to come, nigga. You trying to dig a nigga out the grave and shit. Nigga, you got your tombstone already, nigga. You coming digging niggas up out the grave talking about, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, nigga, I'm still that, nigga. That's why you over here, nigga. Nigga say, oh, Sadie, you ain't, but you over here, nigga. Just take care. You say he fought, get over there, nigga. You ain't got to be over here. Talking about he five. What your bitch ass doing over here then, nigga? Find yourself back on over there on Siberia page. Yeah, this nigga go dig a nigga up out the grave. Nigga, I'm like Thanos, nigga. I'm Thanos, nigga. I when it come down to the get down, I'm Thanos, nigga. Straight up. You nigga come over here. Leave his ass up there. Don't get him off of there. Don't leave him up there. Where you at? Same day probably. Don't, please don't get rid of him. Did y'all get rid of him? Oh, y'all didn't hit him. Y'all didn't hit the nigga. God damn. Y'all done chopped the nigga head off. I was going to beat him up a little bit. Ooh, yeah, god damn. Y'all let that nigga get away. Oh, you did? Here we go. All right. God damn it. I was going to beat him up a couple. God damn. Chemistry say, get the fuck out of here. This nigga is straight bums. These niggas is bums and shit. Back to the goddamn video, y'all. Yeah.
Drafts them. But Eli was in a unique situation. His older brother Peyton was already a star QB in the league, and his dad Archie was a Hall of Fame quarterback. The Chargers had tried to find their franchise quarterback in previous drafts, just a few years prior in 1998.
So their daddy was a Hall of Famer. The Manning brothers, they Peon and what's the other Eli? Yeah, Eli. He ain't nothing but a lie. You see what I'm saying? Eli Manning and Peon Manning, they daddy. And so I mean, they're right there. He's an influencer. You see what I'm saying? He want to make sure that his sons get somewhere where it's a main a rich franchise that's gonna put down some paper. You see, that's gonna put down some papers to make sure that his sons are developing under the best team. You feel me?
They drafted Ryan Leaf second overall, and in 2001 they drafted Drew Brees in the second round. So yeah, like every 3 years the Chargers were drafting a new quarterback. Drafting a new quarterback that often made the organization seem extremely unstable, and this was the first thing that gave Eli doubts about playing in San Diego. Next came an important phone call.
Yeah, San Diego, they wasn't treating their quarterbacks right. They was drafting a motherfucker every 2 years. They was drafting another goddamn quarterback. Yeah, this unstable. Y'all not willing to develop no goddamn body. You see what I'm saying? You're not willing to put the right pieces around the quarterback to help him develop. And so y'all motherfuckers, that would cause them to say, fuck San Diego. And that's the same thing that Deion said. Y'all not about to send my son nowhere where y'all not taking care of the players. You're not going to have my son on no bum-ass team, and y'all ain't got no wide receivers. Y'all ain't got no blocking for my son, and then when he ain't doing well, and then his value diminish. You see what I'm saying? His value diminish. You could destroy a young player's career like that. You feel what I'm saying? Let's listen to this, y'all.
Made by Eli's dad. During the pre-draft process, Archie Manning called Ryan Leaf's father. Leaf, who was drafted 1 pick after Peyton in 1998, was supposed to be San Diego's franchise QB. Ryan's poor behavior plus off-the-field controversies led to his downfall, and the Chargers released him in 2001. Archie asked Leaf's father how the organization treated his son. Did they try to support him during his struggles? He confessed the Chargers really didn't do anything to help his son. So that just added to the list of reasons why Manning was uncomfortable with the Chargers organization. San Diego brought Eli in for a workout before the draft. He tried to tell him privately, please don't draft me, but it got leaked to the media that Manning didn't want to go there.
Gladly playing in San Diego.
He's trying not to smile.
So the Chargers knew Eli didn't want to play for them, but weren't going to trade him unless they got a trade package they thought was fair. San Diego was willing to draft Eli despite the risk of him not suiting up for them.
If the Chargers call your name when I talk to you after the pick, will you be wearing a Chargers hat?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The Giants held the 4th overall pick in the draft and absolutely loved Manning, but they didn't think they would be able to pull off a trade for him. So the night before the draft, New York informed another quarterback in the class, Ben Roethlisberger, that they would be selecting him. Draft night arrived, and San Diego didn't have a trade offer they liked for the number 1 overall pick. Despite Archie Manning publicly saying he wouldn't be happy if the Chargers selected his.
Yeah, so he was very vocal. He was very vocal that shit. He would be unhappy if the Chargers picked his son. So his motherfucking hands. So this show you you know, and they probably wasn't happy about that neither. But he, you know, ain't no telling what type of, he probably, you know, being that he a white man, he probably has some power himself up in there. He probably had a few, he probably didn't have everybody against him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. He probably, you know, he probably didn't have everybody against him like that. And especially for, yeah, the wrong reasons. You see, Deion, a black man, everybody against his ass. Everybody against him. And like I say, you know, that quarterback, man, that black quarter, you see, the quarterback position is really, has been, you know, historically a white man position. You know, they want the, like I said, they want the Roger Starbacks and, you know, and all of them, you know, they want them motherfuckers like that throwing the ball. You know, the Joe Montanas and, you know, the Bradys and the Mannings. They don't want to see the Sanders and, you know, and the Doug Williams and, you know, all of that, and the, you know, the Moons and the Mike Vicks, and, you know, they don't want to see that. You know, they don't want to see that. They changed the motherfucking game up. You know, the game get to change. You know, and the more it change on that athletic level, you know, motherfucker, Mike Vick went to doing shit like, you know, I mean, goddamn, you know, the whole dynamics of how they, you know, played the game changed and shit, and they don't like that because they ain't got the ability to change like that. You know, you fucking this shit up, man. Motherfucking Tiger Woods was hitting the goddamn ball out in the parking lot. This motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He teeing off in the goddamn parking lot, getting eagles and shit. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, you know, this motherfucker hit it from anywhere in the vicinity. You know, he hitting shit out the pond. You know, he hit the motherfucker go in the pond. This motherfucker hit it out the pond. Motherfucker get an eagle and shit. You see? And so, you know, again, in most of them, a nigga, yeah, you running back. You could do a running back. You know, a nigga could be a running back. But that quarterback thing, you know what I'm saying? That's been, you know, they like the posters and shit where they put the white boy up there and he got all the moose in his head and shit. And, you know, he back there, you know, they put all the moose in his head and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he can get on the poster and shit. They don't want no goddamn Shedueur Sanders up there like that. You know, running the team and shit. You the leader of the team. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback, he's the leader of the team. He called the shots. You know what I'm saying? He called the motherfucking shots, you know, for the offense. And so they didn't like that. You know, they most definitely didn't like that. But they didn't do Peyton Manning like that. They didn't do his father like that. They didn't blackball him. They end up getting he ended up going to the fucking New York Giants. You see what I'm saying? He ended up going to the New York Giants and winning 2 Super Bowls. He went to more than that, but I think he got beat. You know what I'm saying? He went to more Super Bowls than that, but he got his ass beat. But he was there. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get them into the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Which is very significant. So I mean, so Deion tried to do the same for his son, Shedueur Sanders, but you know, they like, you a nigga. We wherever we tell you to go, you like in the army, nigga. Once you sign up, where we tell you to go, you get your ass over there. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ship your ass off, and wherever you go, that's where you go. But this man is concerned. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest of all time. So he's gonna have a lot to say about where his son goes. But they punished him for that.
Son, San Diego went ahead and drafted Eli Manning first overall. It was pretty awkward to say the least.
He's getting booed all over the country.
Well,
That's what's happened with this scenario here, and that's why R.G. Hastings.
We hope that another team will trade, me to another team for picks, or I don't know how this all works. It's kind of a new territory for me. So
no trade happens, then what?
They did boo the shit out of his ass.
We've talked about this, and we've told the Chargers how we feel and what will happen if they draft me.
3 picks later, the Giants were on the clock with the 4th overall selection. With only 4 minutes remaining to make their pick, they hadn't even spoke with the Chargers about a trade. Then, with 3 minutes left, San Diego's GM, AJ Smith, called Giants GM Ernie Accorsi to make a deal. But with seconds left on the clock, the Giants had to submit their pick, even though they didn't have a deal done with the Chargers yet. So despite Ben Roethlisberger being their QB2 in the draft, New York selected Phillip Rivers because they knew San Diego preferred him over Ben.
Well, I hadn't gotten a call yet from anybody. I'm just excited, as of right now, to be a Giant.
After the Giants draft,
yeah, the brother asked, he said, did you talk about, no, you know what? And, this is all in the process. I'm just getting back up on the tube. And so I'm taking it. And yeah, I seen where they prank calling, you know what I'm saying? But that just show you the nature of the beast. He think it's a motherfucking game. The motherfucker think it's a game. Humiliate, but knowing damn well, but you gonna call a motherfucker. But that just show you, but that motherfucker was for the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, what the fuck? Ain't that where Deion played? Yeah, ain't that where Deion played? Did he leave there with, because that shit like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Here you a Hall of Famer. And you did so much in Atlanta. And y'all motherfuckers, that just show you these beasts ain't shit. You can run from a form catch, have 1,000, man, you can have damn near 100,000 yards, and you still a nigga at the end of the day. So, I mean, when Deion left, he must have left there. He must have left Atlanta on bad blood. They must not have been happy with Deion leaving. They probably weren't happy. Yeah, he built it. Yeah, he must have, when he left, he must have been fed up with their ass. And so they probably was like, they probably looking for any reason to embarrass him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Atlanta. We talking about the team, y'all. If y'all gonna be filthy like that, you know what I'm saying? Well, at least the motherfucking front office and shit. Fuck the coach too. You see what I'm saying? Fuck that. Y'all motherfuckers ain't operating, for black people. Y'all in operating in the embarrassment and humiliation of black people. In Atlanta, supposed to be one of the blackest cities in America and blackest states in America, and motherfucker gonna sit up there and try to humiliate, somebody like that. Yeah. Man, please. He's a, little punk. He's a little punk. But anyway, we'll talk about that but again, that's a part of the humiliation ritual, family. That's a part of, but at the end of this, what it's all about is that, Peon, Peyton Manning did the same thing. His father did the same thing, but they did not do that. They did not humiliate him, even though they booed him. They couldn't do him like that because obviously he has some backing, and plus he was a white man. He was a white man, and they didn't take that personal the way that they did with Deion and Shedueur Sanders. They didn't take it personal like that. This situation with Deion is racially motivated, period. Racially motivated. All right, family, I appreciate y'all. Hit that link. Get on over there to Patreon. Hit that link. We got that 5. We got a hell of a week coming up. I want you in the house. Arm yourself with knowledge. That's right. We got to get our own. We got to get our own everything. Black everything. Own everything. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button right now. Don't get off of here. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.